Good Monday, everybody. It is Chamber Chats. It's Ben and Jody. It's mainly Jody. How in the world are you, Mrs. Brott?
It's June, Ben.
June Brott?
It's June already. It's June already. Like we've just hit the final month of the second quarter. We are almost halfway finished with the year. It's just flying by. I asked someone earlier today because we were looking up something online. She had come to the chamber office to have me help her fill something out. And I got online and I looked and I was like, this says 2025. It is 2026, right? Like time is just flying. That's where we are.
Yes. Yes. And as you know, and you know it very well, you and I don't agree on everything. But this is one thing we agree on. Life is just flying by. Now, you can mark yours with promotions. I have to mark mine different ways because I'm on a different side of the street than you. But as the co-director of the chamber, I mean, you have promotion, 1/2 day downtime, prepare for the next promotion. Mm-hmm. And that's where we are.
Pretty much. It's just one event to the next. That's the way we work. That's the way I work. My life is just one event to the next, and so that's where we are. One event. But Ben, what do we not agree on?
I said, okay, our most recent agreement was, I said, I'm having difficulty with an area of my life because of karma. Oh. And you explained that there's not really karma, Ben. And how did you tell me?
I just told you a different perspective is all that I did. I wasn't telling you were wrong. Just giving you a different perspective. We reap what we sow is what I said. So karma equals we reap what we sow. It's just a different perspective is all.
That same thing happened previous to my divorce. She and I just approached several things from different perspectives.
Are we getting divorced, Ben? Is this what's happening?
If we got in real trouble, you know what I think I would suggest that we do?
What's that?
We would bring in your husband as the arbitrator because he's the kindest, gentlest, most wonderful thinking man that I know. Now, I'm not big on men, but you did well with that one.
He's a pretty good guy. I will agree he is definitely a pretty good guy. We've been together for 25 years. We'll have our 25-year anniversary in November, and time has just flown with that. You know, we had a very short courtship. This is not chamber related, but you know, he's a chamber husband, right? So, because as most people know, when Megan and I are involved, our husbands end up having to be involved. And we both have these rocks of husbands that are just quiet behind the scenes type of people and just are, you know, the silent rock stars behind us. But Jared and I had a very short courtship. We became friends that January. It was 2001. When we became friends in January. And then in March, we started dating. And in May, we got engaged. And then we got married over Thanksgiving weekend in November, all within 1 year. And now, 25 years later, or nearly 25 years, it will be in November. So we started dating 25 years ago in March.
So here's something that's really none of my business and has nothing to do with the chamber. So let's get on this. Yeah. How close have you come in 25 years to go? And, you know, it's not working for me.
You know, we actually just told this story a couple weekends ago because, we were talking about, we had just gotten married in November and it was Christmas. It was New Year's. We'd had our first Christmas together, not just our first Christmas like our first married Christmas, our first Christmas in general, had just had our first Christmas, and it was New Year's Eve. And I said, and of course, this is back in 2001. So not everybody has all the cell phones. They might have had like a car phone, but people didn't just text and people didn't just call, you didn't know. And so I said, hey, do you want to go, like, let's go out. It's New Year's Eve. Let's go out. And he's like, go out. What do you mean? I was like, well, let's go. It was opening weekend of the nightlight being rebuilt because, it had burned down, and then the new opening and all of that was happening. That was back in 2001. So I asked him, I was like, let's go out. And he's like, do you know anybody that's going out? I said, no, that's the point. Let's go see who's there. And he's like, that sounds dreadful. And I was like, oh my gosh, did I marry an introvert? And, we didn't have a whole lot of courtship. We just really connected really well, got along really well. I knew within 2 weeks of like dating him that we were going to get married. I knew it. But in that moment, I was like, I had a panic moment where I was like, oh my gosh, he's an introvert. How's this going to work? But it's worked. It's worked well for 25 years. And, we're not fighters, and it's probably because he's so patient.
So is he an introvert?
He claims to be an extroverted introvert. I think it's called an ambivert, actually, is like you're extroverted within your group of friends. But he, so he's good around people. It's just like he really gets peopled out.
I have a grandson who fits that. I didn't know the name of it necessarily, but he is an absolute nerd. That's his job. That's his after hours, his gaming, all of that stuff. So we're in Ireland at my granddaughter's wedding, not his sister. I got two daughters, a blonde and a redhead. He belongs to the blonde, and the gal getting married belongs to the redhead. So this guy has never in front of me ever been anything except just shut down. Mm-hmm. So most of the people that my granddaughter went to OU with are now 28, 29, 30 years old. So everybody at our table and tables at the party thing was about his age. And I mean, the man bun came undone. The hair went down to the waist. He started, at one point, he's a real heavy kid. I was afraid. I'm going, don't get on the table. Please don't dance on the table. But everything on the other side came out. It was great to see and hear.
So you'd never seen that side of him before?
Absolutely not. Not even close.
Yeah. So it's I don't know. That's always fun. People's personalities. It's fun. And we have different perspectives of people. We have different perspectives of personalities, like what's, I don't know. It's just kind of fun. All created differently. And that's okay. It is okay. So, but what we can agree on is you're only bored in Alva if you choose to be bored in Alva, because there is always something going on here. This weekend is the 55th annual Nescatunga Arts Festival. It's going to be out at the Alva Recreation Complex. And happening on Friday from 5 to 8 and on Saturday from 9 to 4. So head out there on Friday or Saturday to check out all of the vendors, the crafters, the artists that are set up, along with all of the other things that there's music, there's live music throughout the weekend. So come out there, check out all of the live music that they've got lined up. All of the information about that, I'm sure, is going to be in the newsgram as well as the newspaper and our newsletter that will come out this afternoon. It's also on Facebook and social media. So go follow Nescatunga Arts Festival on social media so you know what's happening. And of course, like I said, in our newsletter is going to be packed full today. We are shouting out about Nescatunga, shouting out about Banquet. We are in, as we said, the final month of this quarter, and this quarter for Banquet is the Alva Chamber Christmas. So if you want to donate toward that vision, you can go to Dream First Bank, to Wisdom Heritage Bank, to High Plains Bank, or to Hopeton State Bank and get signed up for Banquet. You can contribute as little or as much as you want because, as we say, many hands makes light work. It doesn't have to be just one person that's footing this thing, but it's all of us coming together to create these amazing things through Banquet and through the Banquet visions. So check that out today. We are welcoming a couple of new members to the chamber. We have the Alva Mural Society, who we are welcoming as a nonprofit member, and Vantage Aerial Imaging, who we are welcoming as a Stores Without Doors member. So we are super excited to add these two well, I was going to say two businesses. One is a nonprofit and one is a business. Vantage Aerial Imaging is Dr. Steve Meyer. He has a drone that he creates photos, videos, etc., all of those things. So you can check out his work by following him on social media. And of course, follow Alva Mural Society on social media too and see everything that they are doing. They have their website at alvaokmurals.org. We've got lots of things happening this week, start of story time at the library, and all of the summer activities at the library. So go check that out. Of course, you can check it out in our newsletter, but also check it out on their website. The Alva Public Library actually has a really, I don't want to say actually, like they shouldn't, but they do. The Alva Public Library has a great website where you can go on and see all that they are doing, all that they have going on, all of their events, and they also stay active on social media as well. So you can check that out. This week, VBS starts at the First Christian Church. That's going to be a morning VBS, 9:30 to noon, June 2nd through 5th. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Get your kiddos enrolled for that. And the Gulpin Gallup Summer Food Program happens on Wednesday. You know, Ben, we have some people, well, whether you are food insecure or not, I was going to say, there are several people who maybe have some food insecurity. And this is something that helps to combat that. People up to age 18, all children under 18, that's what it is. All children under 18 can go pick up their food at the Gulpin Gallup Summer Food Program. There is a registration for that. This is sponsored by the Woods County Coalition. If that's something that you need or may know someone who needs that, make sure that you go and register for that. Again, that is going to be in our newsletter. So you can find that information today when we send that out at 4 o'clock, or any of our previous newsletters that have been sent out over the last couple of weeks. That flyer is in there. And that goes throughout the summer, the Gulpin Gallup. You can get a weekly food pickup on Wednesdays from noon to 1. starting on Wednesday through August 5th is what it's looking like, if I am reading that flyer correctly. And I apologize, I don't actually know where the pickup is, but I'm sure that it says that on when once you register for it. So make sure you get signed up for that. This Friday, this weekend, is the first Friday Art Walk at the Graceful Arts Center, downtown Alva, 6 to 8. It will feature, excuse me, it will feature Amanda Lilly and Mikkel Murray Robinson. So make sure that you go check out the art in Graceful Arts Gallery and Studios. And there is so much more in addition to these artists, that there is constant artwork that is there. You can always pop in there. Lots of great gift ideas too. So go pop in there, check that out. And then, of course, Nescatonga is happening on Friday, as we talked about. Friday and Saturday, Nescatonga is happening. And this Saturday kicks off the Alva Farmers Market downtown at 7:30 a.m. The Farmers Market is going to be not only on Saturday mornings, but also on Tuesday evenings. So make sure that you check out what is happening. On Tuesday evenings, they open at 5:30. Of course, that's not tomorrow, Tuesday evening. That's June 9th, Tuesday evening. But this Saturday is when the Alva Farmers Market kicks off downtown Alva. Is that all? Basically, I think so. I think that may be what I've got.
Well, I have a couple of things. Here we go.
I'm sure you do.
I do. You were going to the Rialto. Your son had a movie he wanted to see. What's your rating now that you've seen it?
Oh, we saw Sheep Detectives. By the way, Thursday is the last day to see that. So they've got 3 different movies that are playing at 7 o'clock all week. No matinees this week. But Sheep Detectives was such a good movie. And I am one that I have a hard time sitting down and just watching a movie. Like, I actually asked, would it be okay if I didn't come? Not because I just have a hard time sitting down. I just am thinking of all the things that I need to be doing. And so sitting down and watching a movie is hard for me. But my goodness, that was a great movie. It was so good. It was a whodunit. Obviously, Sheep Detectives. Of course, it's going to be a whodunit. But it was a lot of fun, very cute movie. And we continued to talk about it after the movie. So yes, go see it.
So I misunderstood. I had not seen it written, so I didn't know it was sheep, animal detectives. I had a different word in there. So a sheep is a detective?
It's this shepherd who gets murdered, and the sheep are figuring out who the murderer is. It was a very cute movie. And the shepherd always read mysteries to the sheep. He was just a very good shepherd. And they would all settle down in the evening time, and he would read a murder mystery to them. And there was one sheep that always knew. She always knew. And so when this happened, it's like she had to figure it out. This isn't right. He shouldn't have died. We got to figure out what happened. And so that's what the movie is about. It's very cute.
So did your son enjoy it?
He did, so much so. And of course, all the snacks there too. He invited his cousin to come along, so he and his cousin and Jared and I went to the movies and got some snacks. I went in, I hadn't eaten yet, and so I grabbed a pretzel with cheese. If you haven't got a pretzel with cheese, or one of their hot dogs, really good. I always get an unsweet tea. I'm very methodical when it comes to what I get at the movie theater. And so the pretzel with cheese is something that I always want. But then I also want some chocolate covered almonds and an unsweet tea. What do you get?
It varies, but it doesn't vary all that much. I'm a popcorn guy, and the theater that I went to most of the time in Oklahoma City had the same people that worked there. And so they knew to make it glow.
Make it glow. And oh my gosh, Rialto's popcorn is so good. It's just really good. Someone was telling me that the other day. They're like, Rialto has the best popcorn around. And I can't disagree. It's so good. So, and then if you have leftover, just go home and make yourself some popcorn balls or something, In fact, I'm sure that you could probably just ask them, you could probably order a whole bag full of popcorn and just go do that. Don't worry about making your own popcorn at home. Just go get some from Rialto.
And if you really want to get exotic, next door, the Rialto folks have the whole nutrition deal.
Oh yes, yes. Do you drink those? Do you know?
I do. I like the shakes. I don't do the teas.
So which shake do you typically get?
Well, it's my own. Oh. It's my own. So we call it the Benny B.
Okay. What's it have in it?
I think its basis probably is sea salt and caramel.
Okay. All right. I tend to get a Fast Eddie if I'm going to get a shake.
And that is what?
I really don't.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, you don't need to know. It's yours.
It's just like I said, what's good? And Brandy told me what was good. She said, this one's really popular. And I said, okay, give me that. And so I drank it. And it's good. So now that's what I order. Because, again, I tend to be a little bit a creature of habit. And once I got a good one, it's like if I get one that's not, then I'll be sad that I didn't get that other one. So it's like I just tend to get that one.
And have you ever had your favorite whatever, and then your taste changed, and your favorite whatever was just, my gosh.
Yeah, I was actually talking to someone last week that they were telling me their taste has been off ever since COVID. They got COVID once, and their taste buds have never been the same. And so, like, now they can't eat sour cream, and they can't do, like, there's just a lot of dairy products that she actually was telling me that she threw out a fresh container of sour cream because she thought that it was bad. And it turns out it wasn't bad. It was just her taste had changed.
It is called sour cream for a reason. I mean, there's a reason we named it that. Yeah, a guy that I used to work for some time ago, running his radio stations, had that thing happen with him with COVID. So he handed me his drink one night at a thing that we were at, and he said, I've lost my taste since COVID. Drink some of this and see if there's enough whiskey in it. And I went, bud, if I do that, we're going to have to arrange a treatment center. So we need to find somebody else to sample your drink.
You better ask somebody else on that. There's supposed to be, like, I saw a while back, a burnt orange trick. I don't know. It was a video that I saw. And so you, like, cook this orange and you burn it, like, on the outside. It's like you char it and then you eat this orange, and it's supposed to bring your, I don't know.
Brings your taste back?
Brings your taste back. Something like that. I don't know. Go look up the burnt orange, burning an orange, cooking an orange to bring back your taste buds.
Okay. I mean, several people that I know and am around some have that phenomenon that they loved eating or drinking such and such, and now it tastes like cardboard, they say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
try the orange thing.
If you want your taste back, maybe you like the way that it is now.
You like cardboard.
Or maybe it's like, hey, that was a bad habit anyway, so I'm not going to do that anymore. Like, it just steers you a different direction. Maybe it was meant to be.
Maybe it was, but it couldn't be karma. Nope, not in front of Jody B. There's no karma. None. That is what we say in America enough, don't you think?
Yeah, I think we're good.
Okay, Monday next week?
Monday next week, I have our board meeting, so I won't be able to come on Monday. Maybe I can do Wednesday.
Okay, we'll be here on Monday next week. Well, no, we won't. We'll be here Wednesday. That's the way we do that. We're here on Mondays, except when we're not. Thanks to producer director Cade Kennedy, who is oh so busy up on the hill. I mean, he's here now, but he's fighting exhaustion from his job up on the hill. And our thoughts, how do we say it? Our thoughts and prayers go out to Cade today. Well, thoughts anyway. So, Jody, next Wednesday.
I'll see you then.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we now return you on KALV to what we laughingly refer to as regular programming.